actual cleanser, but it's just to walk you through the movements. So first, of course, you're going to get the cleanser nice and warmed up in your hands. And then what I like to do is I like to spread it on the face and the forehead and then the chest area. Because you want to be able to spread the cleanser out evenly so that you're not just using the cleanser in one part of the face. So again, let's do that one more time. So we're going to spread the jaw, forehead, and the chest. Okay, and then I like, since I'm already down here, I'm going to go ahead and start on the chest. We're going to do 1, 2, 3 big circles, and then we're going to come up kind of in a sweeping motion upwards, and with your other hand kind of leading. This hand is leading this hand, so whatever this hand is going to do, this hand follows. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and now we're working up the chin. So as you can see, I'm going to be working up the head to down back to the décolleté. Okay, so now we're on the chin area. You can kind of give the chin a little love here. Okay, and then I'm going to do big circles. So I'm using the entire palm of my hand to do this. Okay, so you're going to go upwards in a counterclockwise direction. You always want to use upward movements on the face. The only exception to that is going to be for men. So when you're working on men and you're doing this cleanse, you're going to want to do it downwards and with the direction of their hair. So for women though, you're going to be doing it upwards. So we're going to do 3 big circles, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to come up the bridge of the nose. So I know some people get a little tricked up with this part. So I'm really just using my middle fingers as the guider here, and I'm just moving my other fingers out of the way. So we're going to be going up, and I'm going to be using that middle finger to also help cleanse around the nose area. Give this nice amount of love, and then you're going to come up the bridge of the nose to the forehead. You're going to do a couple little forehead movements here. Give the forehead a little love. Okay, now we're going to be working back down to the décolleté. So I'm going to go back down to the cheeks, give it a little love again. And I like to do this movement here where I cross my fingers, come down. That way the chin's getting some love. We're going to go back down the neck and back to the décolleté and do 3, 2, 3. Okay, and then we're going to get our sponges. We're going to remove, and I like to remove starting on the forehead, because if we start on the chest area, we're going to pick up a lot of the cleanser here, and then we're going to be left over with other cleanser on the face. So we want to make sure we're getting the face the most clean, and then moving back down to the chest. Okay, and making sure you're wiping also on the shoulder neck area. Okay, so now we're in the double cleanse. So now we're going to be using a cleanser that's a little more targeting. So whatever cleanser that you feel is appropriate for your guest, this is the cleanser that you can put a little bit more time into the client's skin. Okay, so we're going to start off the same way. We're going to get it nice and warmed up in the hands, spread on the chin, forehead, and the chest. Okay, and again, still same movement. We're going to be working up the face and down back to the décolleté. Okay, so we're going to we spread it already, so we're going to again do some give some love to the décolleté area. So I like to do kind of little circles all around the chest area. Okay, and then I'm going to come back to the neck, and again I kind of just do like some big movements here. That way my whole hand is touching their neck and chin area. And you want to be gentle in this area because it is their throat. So you don't want to put too much pressure, do anything too crazy to the chin. But I know there's some people who like to go like this, like how we did in the first cleanse, but I generally kind of just go like this. Again, we're going to give the chin some love. Now this time we're going to kind of take a little more time and do some like circular movements with your thumb here, kind of alternating and going all around the chin area. This feels really good. Go back to the chin. Make sure we're not neglecting that upper lip area. So we're going to cleanse a little on the upper lip. And actually, this is a really good tip, because a lot of people have lash extensions. So a lot of the time I'm having goggles on their face. So this is actually a great way to still clean their nose, is you use your thumbs. Because normally I'm like this cleaning their nose, right? But it can kind of bump into the goggles. So I like to when I'm here already working on the upper lip, I'm going to be up here working also on the nose if they do have those lash extensions. So I'm cleaning up here. And then again, we're going to give the cheeks some love. So from here, I'm going to start swooping my hand this way. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Again, using your whole hand. That's what's going to make it feel the best. Then we're going to switch. We're going to go back this way. 1, 2, 3. And we'll go back to center. You can do the little crisscross fingers. Move up the chin. And say they have lash extensions, and obviously you can go around. But if they don't, then you go up the nose again. You can do some more forehead loving here. Really get in there. And I'm not just using my fingertips. I'm using my whole fingers here to get this movement in. Okay, so we give that some love, and then we can do a couple little circles here. 3, go back down the chin, back down the neck, and make our way back down to the décolleté. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and remove that with the sponges. Okay, so let's start from the top. So first cleanse. Again, we're gonna warm it up in our hands. We're gonna spread on the chin, forehead, move back down to the décolleté. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 big circles. 1, 2, 3. Move up the chin. We can do some of these. Again, being very gentle with the neck. Okay, we're back to the middle. Now we're going giving the chin a little bit of love. Make sure you give that upper lip some love. And now we're gonna do 3 big circles. 1, 2, 3. And then on the third one, you're gonna be moving up the nose. We're gonna cleanse the nose. Okay, up the bridge of the nose. And we're gonna be giving some forehead love. Again, using our whole hand. Maybe some little swirls here, and then we're gonna be working back down the face. So a little bit of love back to the cheeks. Maybe give the nose a little love again. Cross your fingers. This. A little bit of love to the neck, and then back down to the décolleté. Okay, and we're gonna remove that with sponges. And that's the first cleanse. Now we're gonna get into the second cleanse again. Second cleanse, we're gonna spread that on the chin, forehead, and down to the décolleté. So second cleanse, we're gonna give a little bit more love. We're gonna do some little circles on the décolleté. Work back up the neck. 1, 2, 3, and chin area. And we're gonna do some little circles on the jawline. Okay, a little love to the upper lip here. Now to the nose again. And then here we're gonna swoop. We're gonna swoop across the face. Nice big movements with the hands. 3, and then we're gonna switch to the other side. 1, 2, 3. Back up here. I like to do a little crisscross hands, up the nose, up to the forehead. Forehead a little more love as well. Okay, we're gonna work back down the cheeks. Down the neck to the décolleté. There you go. If you need to rewatch the video, feel free to run it back.